Okay peeps, so I'm gonna lighten this a little bit because I'm really bored. Now, I will say I'm a professional, as in I don't do hair anymore, but I did go to school for it, so I kind of know a thing or two about coloring and literally like a thing or two. That's hence why I don't do it anymore. It's not my passion. I love you hairdressers out there and I think you're amazing, but what I am passionate about is using professional products. So I will not be using no ghetto ass bleach to do my hair and no nasty supermarket box colored stuff, because that is like one size fits no one, and they use really crazy, just really bad chemicals and things that don't work for your hair because they're really high volumes of peroxide and there's no guarantee what mess you're gonna make. So what I'm gonna do is attempt to kind of like bleach bath a little bit and just lighten up the bottom a tiny bit, and then I'm gonna tone it. So with my hair like this, I'm gonna kind of part it down the middle and I'm gonna put it up a little bit. Nothing fancy, but just a little something to put it up so that not all of it's in my face. Then I've just got this to work with, and what I'll do is like use this section, because that's easy. It's a small section. My hair's pretty fine. So I use this small section, and then I'm going to do this small section, and then this one, and then this one, and then let it drop down, and probably just kind of cover it with some plastic or something, or maybe I'll probably just let it let it heat up and move it around so I can see it. My roots are pretty dark, but I might do them towards the end if I feel like I need to touch that up, but that's easy. Yeah, so just kind of like a mix. And when I balayage, I'm going to kind of like mix around so that it's not like lined like this, like, you know, dark to white, because that's not cute. And I'm not trying to go white, I'm trying to go like a dark caramel. So like black to like a dark caramel so that it doesn't look too, I don't want it to be dark white. Does that make sense? Cool. Because if I was, I would go to a salon to do that, because that you don't want to be messing with bleach on your own, y'all. Even though you YouTubers out there are doing it, I don't recommend it. All right, here we go. Okay, so with my lightener, aka bleach, I like to make it a little bit thick so it's not runny, so I can kind of like move it around and it doesn't like drip on everywhere. Okay, so you don't want it to be super runny, peeps. Okay, so got my gloves on. And I use these aloe vera ones because they're like a lot more gentle. They don't have that weird latexy. I can't handle those. They smell funny. My lighting's a bit funny because it's like natural plus the light. So, sorry again, mama shit. Okay, so we've got this one here, the front. So I'm going to use this for example, and I'm not going to like bleach bath or do any of that. I'm just going to go ahead and paint it on the bottom. You can kind of do that number, like feather it in, right? I've been coloring my hair black, only my regrowth, for quite a long time, so this is not going to lift as much, and I'm going to probably get some ready tones. So I'm just going to go a little bit up and like feather it in. Yeah, just a tiny bit. I use 20 volt developer, so just a little bit up-ish, freehand painting this thing. And it's a little bit strong, as you can see. I'm telling you, don't be using supermarket shit. The boxes from the supermarket are dangerous. It's usually like 40 volume developer, which people think will get you blonde faster or lighter faster. It does, it takes you faster, but it takes you straight up to Orange Town. And I ain't trying to go there because that's not a fun place. And I have done that before in high school. Oh my God, my hair was horrible. And so I'm gonna go through this a little bit more, right? But like initially, just wanna get it in, feather that thing in there, especially because it's thicker, my mix, so it's very dense. I will probably do this again, another application. So I might say like I'm stopping there, right? The next piece when I pull over, I'll go a little bit higher, a little bit lower. Like I don't want it to feel like straight up line, you know, like kind of like a mixed in. Here we go. How am I gonna stop with this shit on my fingers? Oh, people, beginner YouTuber over here. top part is kind of like the most important part. So you don't really want to go, you want to feather, like please feather. Feather, 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 feather. Not like, because then you're going to have a straight up line like the ends. And then I'm going to go back and like do long layers into my hair. A lot of hard work, y'all. But it's fun. It's taking me like no time, by the way. I will tell you when I started and finished at the end of all this in the description below. Okay peeps, so as you can see, it's all kind of finished and done. Already it's going that color, like that's the color I want. I don't want like bleach blonde. I just want a little bit of caramel. And so I kind of went through and just did like sections and just freehand painted, and I go higher and lower, and then the next section I go higher and lower, and I just kind of try to change it so that like if section 1 I was this high, and then this part I went a little bit higher, then section 2 I go higher, and then the second one lower. Does that make sense? It's kind of like a cascade, yeah, that burns, cascadey kind of vibe. I don't know. Look, I did this in my girlfriend's hair, and my girlfriend's daughter's hair, and it was beautiful, but I did like the back combing, and that was a pain in the ass, and I don't have time for that, y'all. I can't be doing that. So literally my husband's got the kid downstairs, the toddler's running around, I gotta cut his hair after I'm done, and I just got really bored and was like, whatever, it's a Sunday, I'm gonna do this now. And so I didn't go too high, and I'm kind of feeling like I might regret that. I don't know, I just last minute went high there. So because I did that last minute and I'm gonna take it off soonish, that's not gonna become as light, but that kind of might be nice. It won't be black, it'll be like dark brown, where this will be like caramel. It's a nice little fusion. So if you are really, really slow, I'm surprised how fast I was, but if you're really, really slow, you can use like a different volume developer for the top part. Since you did the back first and it was like 20 vol, then you could use 30, but like, kind of don't recommend that. So actually, pretend I didn't say that. How about that? Don't use 30. Just take it easy, sister. Go slow, okay? Let's see what it looks like. Oh yeah, and I thought I would say as well, depending on the color that you get, you might need to tone and you might not need to. Like, it just all depends. What else? What was I gonna say? I was just remembering gloves, clean up, toner, wash it. I don't remember. What the hell? Baby brain is a thing, y'all. Yes, I remember. So if you go too high, let's say ever, and you're like, I hate it, you can do your roots. So I didn't do my regrowth on the black, but like I can, if let's say the line is really like liney and you can really see it and it looks really harsh, then you can totally go back through with your darker color and just like blend over it and try to like make it kind of like coloring in, you know, like make it unseen. So I didn't do that, but I might do that depending. And I think I'm gonna wash these biddies down here because they're getting very light. Okay, so hopefully you can see in my terrible lighting that looks already orangey brown. So that's already like light enough, and it still looks dark because I haven't blow dried it. But once I do, y'all, it's gonna be a lot lighter, and I am gonna definitely tone it because I'm not going for the orangey brown look, which beautiful black haired women, when you color your hair black, you just pull reddy brown. So at the salon, when you get your hair done, you get your highlights and they start washing half your head, it's because some of it's already processed, and if you keep going, it's just gonna get more lighter and like more damaged. So we washed it off, which was pretty easy. Oh, like, and by we, I mean me.